I found a box hidden in the attic, dusty and forgotten. Inside were letters, old photographs, and documents that painted a picture of my family I never knew existed. My heart pounded as I read the first letter addressed to Papa from an unknown woman, dated 20 years ago. My dearest John, it began. Tears prickled at the corners of my eyes. This wasn't just any woman, this was Mama's name. I felt a chill run down my spine. How could she betray us like this? As I delved deeper into the box, more letters surfaced, all written around the same time, revealing their secret affair. They spoke of stolen moments between them, of passion-filled nights when they thought no one was watching. My breath caught in my throat as I read about Mama's desperation to keep things hidden and Papa's guilt that ate away at him. I found photos, too candid shots of them laughing together, holding hands, their faces filled with love and longing. Each image was like a dagger twisting into my heart. How could they hide this from me? Overwhelmed, I stormed downstairs to confront Mama. She stood in the kitchen, chopping vegetables, oblivious to my presence. When she looked up and saw me, her face fell. "What is it, Sarah?" she asked, her voice trembling slightly. "You and Papa had an affair," I blurted out, holding the letters up for her to see. Her eyes widened in shock before filling with tears. For a moment, we just stood there, staring at each other. Then, without a word, she turned and walked away. The rest of that day is a blur. Papa tried to explain, apologize, but I couldn't listen. All I could think was how they had lied to me for years. How they had built our family on a foundation of deceit. In the days that followed, tensions between us grew thicker than the summer air. Mama refused to talk about it, and Papa seemed lost in guilt. I felt like a stranger in my own home. My heart ached with every passing moment. One night, as I lay awake in bed, listening to their muffled voices through the wall, anger boiled up inside me. How could they continue living this charade? I needed answers, and if they wouldn't give them to me, I would find them myself. The next morning, before either of them woke, I packed a bag with essentials and left. I didn't know where I was going or what I was doing, but I couldn't stay there anymore. The farmhouse felt like a prison, trapping me in a life built on lies. As the days turned into weeks, I struggled to come to terms with my new reality. Every day brought fresh pain, but also new understanding. My family had betrayed me, yes, but they were still my family. And maybe, just maybe, there was still hope for forgiveness. But then, something changed. A letter arrived, postmarked from Mama's hometown. The handwriting was familiar, it belonged to the mystery man from the letters. Panic surged through me as I opened the envelope and read the words inside, "I've come for her." A chill ran down my spine. Who was this man, and what did he want with Mama? Fear gripped me like a vice, but determination burned in my chest. I wouldn't let him hurt her or our family. Not after everything we had been through. I contacted the police, told them everything, and begged for their help. They promised to keep an eye on Mama's hometown and apprehend the man if he showed up. But that wasn't enough. I needed to protect my family myself. As I waited for news from the police, I couldn't shake the feeling that this was far from over. The man in the letters had threatened Mama, and now he was coming for her. And with each passing day, I felt the weight of vengeance growing heavier on my shoulders. I knew that seeking revenge would only bring more pain and destruction, but I couldn't help it. The thought of this stranger harming my family consumed me, and I found myself caught in a whirlwind of emotions I didn't understand. Finally, the day came when the police called with an update. They had arrested the man from the letters. He confessed to everything: his affair with Mama, his threats against our family, even his intentions to take her away from us. As I hung up the phone, relief washed over me, but it was short-lived. For now, the danger had passed. But I knew that my life would never be the same again. The trust between my parents and me was shattered, and our family would have to find a way to rebuild. And as for me, I realized that true forgiveness wouldn't come easy, but it was necessary if we were to move forward. But as I stood on that cobblestone street, staring up at the jail where the man who had threatened my family was being held, one thought echoed through my mind: I would never forget this day, or the pain and betrayal that led me here. And if he ever dared to step foot outside those bars again, I knew exactly what I would do.